Hi everybody, thank you for joining me today while I read one of my favorite books. It's called Listening to My Body. This book is super helpful. It gives us some tools on how to calm down, how to see what's going on with our body, and how to feel better. So it says, a guide to helping kids understand the connection between sensations, what the heck are those, and feelings so that they can get better at figuring out what they need. So I want us to take a second and think about what sensations are. We're going to learn more about it though. So he says, my body is my friend. It tells me lots of things. I yawn when I'm tired. My stomach growls to let me know that I'm hungry. And sometimes I get goosebumps when it's really cold. This happens on its own without me doing anything. I may not even notice that it's happening, but I can start paying attention to my body, and so can you. Let's practice. So each page has a practice, which I really like. So this practice says, let's look closely at the palm of our hand. Trace the lines of your palm softly with your other finger. When you finish, switch hands. So I'm going to slowly trace all the lines of my hands. I also like to trace around the outside of my hand. That's something that you can do too. So I know I did that quickly. If you want to take a pause and finish tracing both hands, that's totally fine. But here are some of the pictures. Okay. Next it says, when I pay attention and listen to my body, I notice many different sensations. Sensations are the physical feelings we all have inside and outside of our bodies. Cold, sweaty, strong, and breathless are examples of sensations. Have you ever felt sensations before? Here are pictures. I like this book because it's super colorful. So the practice says, rub our hands together quickly for 30 seconds. What do you notice? Do you notice heat, tingles, anything else? So I'm not going to do it for a full 30 seconds, but I'll show you how it's done. So we rub, rub, rub. Ooh, just in that short time, I'm starting to feel the muscles in my arm working. I'm starting to feel some tingles and some heat coming off my hands. So if you want to pause the video, try it yourself, or you could do it along with me. The sensations in my body are always changing. There are times when my body is wiggly and squirmy, and it's like I have ants in my pants. At other times, my body is calm and still. I wonder if you guys can think about some times where you felt like you had ants in your pants, like you were super wiggly, or other times when you're calm and still. Ooh. Sometimes the beat of my heart is like a gentle tap, and sometimes it feels like a pounding drum. Let's practice. Place your hand over your hearts and see if you could feel its beat. It's okay if you can't. So we're gonna put our hand right on our chest, right near our heart. Oh, I feel my heart beating. I feel it. Now I want you to jump up and down and get crazy for about 15 times, maybe 15 seconds. Then I want you to place your hand on your heart again. And let's see what happened to your heartbeat. Did it change? Did it stay the same? Do you notice anything else, like a change in your temperature or your breathing? So again, you can pause this video, jump around, get crazy for 15 seconds, and then check on your breath and see how you're feeling and notice your heartbeat. It says, I can also listen to my body for clues about how I'm feeling, about the things happening around me. Feelings are not good or bad. They're something that we all experience. Curious, proud, scared, grumpy are a few feelings we all have. What are some other feelings that you can name? I'm sure that you can brainstorm some different feelings that you've had or that you've seen somebody else have. What I've learned from listening to my body is that a sensation and a feeling go together. I noticed when I ride a roller coaster for the first time, I was super excited that I was finally tall enough to ride it. But I also felt a little nervous as I climbed on board. My belly felt squishy and fluttery. My mom calls that having butterflies in your stomach, but I thought it felt more like a kitty chasing a ping pong ball in there. What sensations do you notice when you're excited or nervous? Here's the picture. When I got off the roller coaster, I was buzzing and tingly all over. My eyes were like saucers and I had a smile plastered on my face. I felt awesome. Let's practice. We're going to place our hand on our belly and take 10 deep breaths. I'll show you the picture quick. And then we're going to place our hand on our belly, take 10 deep breaths, and notice our belly as it moves in and out with each breath. When you breathe in, you should feel your belly move out, and then when you breathe out, your belly should move in. I want you to think about how your belly feels. Does it feel soft? Does it feel relaxed or tight or something else? So do that 10 times and see what you notice. Sometimes when I feel sad, I get a lump in my throat that makes it hard to talk or breathe. Soon warm tears roll down my face and I may start to cry even harder. Crying makes me feel better, but so do hugs. We all feel sad at times. What do you need when you're sad? Something to think about and how your parent can maybe help support you. Let's practice. So we're gonna wrap our arms around ourselves and give ourselves a big, gentle hug. Move our hands up and down our arms as we squeeze. Squeeze a little tighter. Find out what feels best for you. Do you like a tight hug or a gentle squeeze? See what's going to happen next. Oh, I like this page. My mom once explained to me that sensations and feelings are like the waves in the ocean. Some come crashing in while others roll in gently, and they always come and go. We can't stop the waves from crashing, but we can pay attention to them so they don't knock us over. What colors do you notice on this page? I see a lot of blues. I see a little orange down here. Some yellow on his shirt. Sometimes my skin gets burning hot and my jaw feels really hard as rocks. That happened to my body the last time I got really angry at my sister. She just destroyed my puzzle that I've been working on all afternoon. I stomped my feet and slammed the door, but I really wanted to kick it. Ooh, wondering if anybody else ever felt like that when their sibling or their friend or somebody at school made them feel like this. But then I remembered to take deep breaths and blow out through my lips like a horse. And it didn't take long for my jaw and hands to relax and for my skin to cool down. The angry feeling and sensations faded away. Blowing horse lips even made me feel a little silly and it tickled. I decided to put the puzzle on a table so that my sister couldn't reach. Sounds like a good way to solve the problem. So this is one of my favorites because it's super silly. So we're going to close our mouth so that our lips touch gently. We're going to inhale through our nose and blow a strong puff of air through our mouth so that our lips flap like a horse. Super silly, and it does tingle your lips. Try that a couple times. See what you notice. Does your lips and jaw feel relaxed? Does it feel tight? Does it feel silly? Does it make you laugh? Sometimes I get overwhelmed and need help from a grown-up. On the first day of school, I woke up super early because I couldn't stop thinking about what my new class would be like. My stomach felt like it was tied in knots, so I didn't eat any breakfast. In class, it was hard for me to focus on what my new teacher, Mrs. Morgan, was saying, and my body was really shaky. When it was time to line up, I accidentally bumped my desk and knocked all the stuff on the floor. Everything was going wrong. Mrs. Morgan helped me pick up my things, so I took a deep breath, like she reminded me to. I told her about my morning, and she explained that our brains have a hard time thinking when our bodies are tired and hungry. Mrs. Morgan thought I would feel better if I had a snack and rested in a quiet place while the class was at recess. She was right. When I came back to the classroom, I was calm and able to focus, so the rest of the day went much better. It's okay to get help when we need it. Wondering if there's an adult that helps you when you need it, like a parent or a teacher or a counselor. At other times when I'm upset, I can figure out what I need based on listening to my body. I can pay attention to my breathing, my heartbeat, the temperature of my skin, or any other sensation. Am I hungry or thirsty? Tired or full of energy? Is my belly tense or tight or soft and relaxed? These are some questions I can ask myself. I can also try to name my feelings. Do I feel peaceful or playful, confused or frustrated, hurt or cranky? There are many different feelings, and it's okay to feel them at the same time. Listening to my body and naming what I feel takes practice, but it helps me figure out if I need a snack or a drink or to get some rest. Do I need to take deep breaths, sing my favorite song? Do I need to sit in a quiet place or go outside and jump around? I can color or draw, dance, cuddle with my pet, hang out with somebody that I love, and do other things that make me feel calm, happy, or peaceful. Everybody's different, so you get to decide what works best for you. The more I practice listening to my body, the better I get at responding with care and kindness for myself. I can get better at listening to my body, and so can you. So here's the last picture, and there's one more practice. Listen to your body. Do you want to sit still, stand up? Do you need to move around, wiggle, jiggle, hop, and dance? It's your body, so you get to decide. Move in a way that feels good to you. I'm going to stretch my shoulders. So there's really cool practices at the end of the book where there's a list of different activities. There's a list of different feelings. Some of these things can be found online. And this is something that you can ask for, and we can send it to you too. So I hope you guys enjoyed this book as much as I did, and let me know if you practice any of the skills and if they were helpful.